Good morning, girls. Today we are going to see basics of Applet. So, Applet is nothing but a Java program which runs in a web browser. So, applets can be embedded into HTML and it is generally used for making dynamic web pages. So, an applet can be fully functional Java application because it has the entire Java API at its disposal. The applet class is contained in the java.applet package. Applet contains several methods which controls the execution of the applet. In addition to java.applet class, it includes three interfaces: applet context, audio clip, and applet stub. So there are two types of applets. The first one is based directly on the applet class. These applets use the abstract window toolkit to provide the graphical user interface. The second type of applet are based on the Swing class, that is JApplet. Swing applets use the Swing classes to provide the GUI. Swing offers a richer and often easy to use user interface than AWT, Abstract Window Toolkit. The Swing-based applets are now the most popular, but still we are using the normal applet also for to embed in the HTML. So all applets are subclasses of applet. So now we are going to see how to create our own applet. So all applets that we are going to create are subclasses of the applet class. Applets are not standalone programs. Instead, we can run applet either using web browser or using applet viewer, which comes along with JDK. So execution of the applet does not begin at main method. Instead, the execution of the applet starts with init method. And output to applets window is not performed by system.out.println. Rather, in non-swing applets, output is handled with various AWT methods such as drawString method, which is present in the graphics class, which helps you to output the message at a specific X and Y location. So we'll see the differences between the applet and the standalone Java application. So all applet is a Java class that extends java.applet.applet class. And main method is not invoked in an applet. Applets are designed to be embedded within a HTML page. So when the user views the HTML page that contains an applet, the applet code gets downloaded into the user's machine and will be executed by the web browser. JVM is required to view an applet, and JVM will come along as a plugin along with web browser or a separate runtime environment. The JVM on the user's machine creates an instance of the applet class and invokes various methods during the applet's lifetime. Applets have strict security rules that are enforced by the web browser. The security of an applet is often referred to as sandbox security, comparing the applet to a child playing in a sandbox with various rules and must be followed. Other classes that the applet needs can be downloaded in a single Java archive file, JAF file. Life cycle of an applet. Applet during its life cycle executes 5 methods: init, start, stop, destroy, and paint. Of this, the first 4 methods, init, start, stop, and destroy methods, are present in the applet class, And the paint method is present in the component class, which is a superclass of the applet class. So when the applet execution starts, init method will be executed. So the init method is intended for initialization of the applet. It is called only once. So when you download a web page which contains the applet, the web browser will first start executing the init method. So as soon as execution of the init method gets over, automatically start method will be executed. It is also called whenever the user returns the page containing the applet. So start method can be executed any number of times. As soon as the init method gets over, start method will be executed. And whenever the applet resumes its operation, start method will be executed. Stop method will be automatically called when the user moves out of the applet page. So whenever you suspend the operation of the applet, stop method will be executed. Whenever you resume the operation of the applet, start method will be executed. So start and stop method can be executed any number of times. The fourth method is destroy method. The destroy method is only called when the browser shuts down normally and whenever you close the applet. So destroy method will be executed only once. And the fifth method which is present in the component class is the paint method. So paint method is called generally immediately after the start method, and whenever you call the method, paint method will be called. So it will be invoked immediately after the start method, and also any time the applet needs the repaint. So whenever you call repaint, main method will be executed. So the actual painting and certain processing will be written inside the paint method. And this paint method is actually inherited from java.awt. So let us see the structure of or the architecture of the applet by a small program. So the skeleton of the applet looks like this. So we import, for a simple applet program, we have to import java.awt and we have to import java.applet. And then we have to include the applet tag inside the command prompt to execute the applet. Then we create the applet. So we create a class, applet class, and all the class should extend the predefined applet class which is present in java.applet package. And then we call the init method, public void init. Then we have the start method. So start init method will be executed only once. So here we write all the codes needed for initializing the applet. So whenever we start the applet, whatever you want to do, that will be written inside this start method. Whenever you want to suspend the operation, that you will include inside the stop method. And then when you close the applet, whatever you want to include, that you will write inside the destroy method. And inside the paint method, we write all the codes needed for it. So we have the paint method, and the paint method is called immediately after the start method and whenever you call repaint. So this is about the applet class. Thank you.